stuff, because just having this conversation today makes me realize, or makes me remember, like, I love talking about this stuff.
Yeah. Good. I'm so glad because,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I mean, wow, last year was such a roller coaster. I got fired and fired's kind of a harsh word. I got let go. How about that?
Hmm. Hmm.
From my job at ESPN. And then I booked a show that I was going to be producing on. And then COVID hit like 2 weeks. Like I was supposed to fly out 2 weeks after it hit. And
Ah,
then I
jeez.
just kind of waited around all year. And meanwhile, I was like, well, let me publish my novel and start a
Yeah.
podcast.
Nice. Hell
And
yeah.
even in September, I was still waiting to fly out to do the show, and it would have made my year.
Ah,
And they're like, yeah, we're trying to have as few people as we can. And I was like, oh, God, okay.
jeez.
And then, like, it's funny because just like a little bit of background, but I had actually kept going back to school to become a therapist. And
Hmm.
all of these strange roadblocks kept coming up for me. And I was like, why is this happening? Like, this is something I've
Hmm.
wanted to do since college. I don't understand. This doesn't make sense. And they were good roadblocks. They weren't even, some of them were just odd, but most of them were really good. Like, the Food Network called and was like, we'd like you to be on a show. And I was like, great, So I was like, I'm not supposed to be a therapist. But anyway, so I'm like making the book and the podcast, and the shows that I had been developing and like pitching were all about empowering women specifically, but just people. And I
Hmm.
really wanted to just like create this very inspirational, motivating coaching show, like
Hmm.
these kinds of shows. My girlfriend's like, you should really be a coach. And I was like, I don't even know what a
Hmm.
coach does. Like, what
Hmm.
is a coach? And then I found out, and I was like, oh, yeah, I actually
Yeah.
think I've been a coach for a really long time.
Yeah, exactly. Awesome.
Yeah.
Good for
I
you.
mean, I think it's like, it's kind of, I don't even want to, I don't think am I scared? I'm kind of scared, but I'm not super scared. And this is the first time
Hmm.
in my life I've ever been like, I don't want there to be a plan B. I'm gonna try
Yeah.
to make this happen. And like, okay, if like when unemployment like runs out and if like it hasn't happened, I'll be like, okay, okay, gonna like go back to work. But I'm really gonna just try to make it actually happen. And
Yeah,
I don't know if maybe that's like something you need to hear too, just to like keep making podcasts and reaching
for
out.
sure.
Cause like
For sure.
you're such a good coach. Like even though we haven't really even gotten into coaching so much, like I can
Hmm.
already tell like you're such a good coach. And
Yeah.
really
Appreciate that.
specific niche too, which is
Yeah.
very important. So,
Yeah, I
you
appreciate that.
know,
But yeah, like I said, I'm my own worst enemy and my own worst critic at times. Like I really struggle with the not good enough. Like who am I? Imposter syndrome. That really
yeah.
hits me hard sometimes. Okay, okay, go ahead. Say what you were saying if you remember after we got cut off.
Oh,
What a
just
terrible place to get cut off.
I know. No, just I think, doing baby steps and just, actually actively doing what you love to do and with coaching and motivating and all of that, just really like instead of feeling like, oh gosh, who am I to, say this or speak this? There's always someone who doesn't know what you're about to say. Like they haven't heard that
Yeah,
before. And I think it's really powerful to remember because, you and I and other people, we've all like read the books and are still reading the books and still, doing all of the work. But there are so many people who have never done the work. And especially as a man talking to men specifically, like this is a really good space to be in. So just baby steps every day so that you
yeah,
feel like it creates a habit, you know?
yeah.